Look, I'm gonna be straight with you. Making $10,000 a month isn't some distant fantasy reserved for people with trust funds or tech startup founders. It's a very achievable milestone if you understand leverage, focus on high value activities, and commit to consistent execution. I've tested most of these models myself or worked closely with people crushing it in these spaces. So this isn't theory. This is what's actually working right now in 2025. Let's break down 7 legitimate paths to hitting that 10K per month mark. Now, if you're wondering why you should listen to me instead of watching some cute cat video, my name is Fred and I've made thousands of dollars a day in profit with my online business selling high-ticket info products. Number 1, selling high-ticket info products online. This is hands down the best model to make money online. Otherwise, I'd be doing something else. And here's why. Once you create a digital product, your marginal cost per sale is as close to zero as it gets. You build it once, sell it forever, or at least for many years to come. But here's what most people get wrong. They create these pathetic generic courses that nobody wants, that nobody even asked for. The key is solving a specific, painful problem for a specific group of people who've got money and are motivated to solve that problem. Let me give you some real examples. A course on how to lose weight specifically for busy professionals. Well, you can easily charge $1,000 for that. A program teaching people how to invest in real estate, that can be priced anywhere from $2,000 all the way to $10,000 or more because the potential ROI for the customer is massive. Or let's say you create a program to help lonely men improve their dating life and find meaningful relationships. People will pay $1,000 to $3,000 for that transformation because it impacts their happiness and fulfillment. Even something more accessible like a beginner course on how to use AI tools effectively can sell for $100 to $300, and at volume, that adds up fast. The math is simple. If you have a $2,000 high-ticket program and you sell 5 of them a month, you're at $10,000. 5 clients, that's it. That's all you need to make top 1% income. The challenge isn't the product, it's the marketing, but that's true of any business anyway. You need to build an audience, create trust, and demonstrate you know your stuff through free content. But once that flywheel starts spinning, that model is incredibly scalable. You can easily make $100,000 a month profit with this. If you want to discover how I've made thousands of dollars a day online, I've made a free training that will show you everything step by step. The link will be in the description. And for a limited time, you can also apply to book a free call with me or a member of my team. On that call, we'll see what's blocking you from making more money, and we'll give you a custom step-by-step plan so you can start your business today, even with $0 in startup capital, and get your first customers as quickly as possible. The link is in the description, but be quick because we have very limited spots and they fill up fast. Number 2, start a social media marketing agency, but sell results, not services. Here's where most beginners completely screw this up. They go to business owners and they say, hey, I can help you run Facebook ads for you, or I can manage your TikTok account, or I can do SEO for you. And the business owner is sitting there thinking, so what? Why should I care? How does that make me more money? Business owners don't want ads. They don't want social media management. They want more sales, more leads, more customers walking through their door. So you need to reframe your entire offer. Instead of saying, I run Facebook ads for you, which is super basic, you say, I bring you 30 qualified leads per month that are ready to buy your service through Facebook ads. See the difference? One is a service, the other is a result. When you sell results, you can charge premium prices. So instead of charging $500 a month for ad management, you're charging between $1,500 to $5,000 per month for a guaranteed outcome. Now here's the beauty of this model. You don't need to be a technical expert. Start by learning basic client acquisition, cold DMs, outreach, short-form content to attract inbound leads, paid ads, and focus on closing high-ticket retainers. If you're not great at the technical execution, outsource the actual ad management or media buying to someone who is. You focus on client results and communication. Land 2 to 3 clients at $3,000 to $5,000 per month, and you're well past 10K. It's that straightforward. Number 3, build faceless YouTube cash cow channels. This model is actually incredibly underrated, especially for people who don't want to be on camera or build a personal brand. Here's the concept. You create YouTube channels around faceless content. Think motivational compilations, storytelling channels, tutorial content, product reviews, anything where you don't need to show your face. You post frequently, build up a content library, and monetize through ad revenue, sponsorships, and affiliate links. And here's the real leverage. You hire freelancers for scripting, voiceover, and editing. You become the content director. You can scale multiple channels simultaneously Because you're not the bottleneck. The compounding effect is extremely powerful. Every video you publish becomes a passive income asset. More videos equals more views equals more revenue, and it compounds exponentially over time. I know people running 3 to 15 faceless channels, pulling in $15,000 to $30,000 a month in combined ad revenue and affiliate commissions. It takes time to build, it's hard, but once it's rolling, it's one of the most passive models on the list. Number 4. E-commerce with organic influencer marketing. Paid ads can be expensive and unreliable right now. iOS updates are making it more difficult to track properly in Facebook ads, and CPMs are through the roof. So what's the other way to get clients? Organic social media sales, specifically using short-form video platforms like TikTok, Instagram Reels, even YouTube Shorts to promote products without spending a single dollar on ads. You've got 2 routes here. 1, you build your own brand and product, and you create content that drives organic traffic and sales. 2, you partner with micro-influencers and give them a cut of the revenue in exchange for promoting products to their audiences. Viral videos can drive massive sales overnight without any ad spend. The return on investment is astronomically higher than traditional advertising because your only cost is time and creativity. The key to make this work is to become good at storytelling, trend jacking, and creating authentic content instead of polished corporate ads. People scroll past ads, but they stop for authentic, entertaining content that happens to feature a product. Focus on finding winning products, building relationships with influencers, and creating content that converts. You can hit 10K per month with just a handful of viral hits and a decent conversion rate on your landing page. But I'll be honest with you, one of the reasons I stopped doing e-commerce is because profit margins are extremely low. You're only keeping 5 to 20% of the money before you pay taxes, and it's extremely competitive because everyone and their mother is trying to get rich through a Shopify store reselling the same shitty AliExpress products. If you're smart, it's time to grab your piece of the pie and get into the soon-to-be trillion-dollar market. I'm talking about the e-learning industry, so selling online courses, high-ticket info, and even services. If you want to discover how I've made thousands of dollars a day online, I've made a free training that will show you everything step by step. The link will be in the description. And for a limited time, you can also apply to book a free call with me or a member of my team. On that call, we'll see what's blocking you from making more money, and we'll give you a custom step-by-step plan so you can start your business today, even with $0 in startup capital, and get your first customers as quickly as possible. The link is in the description, but be quick because we have very limited spots and they fill up fast. Number 5. Freelance copywriting for brands and e-commerce. Every single product, website, and service needs persuasive words that convert browsers into buyers. And most businesses are horrible at this. That's where you come in. You become the person who writes sales pages, email sequences, and product descriptions that increase conversions. If you write a product page that increases conversion rates from 1% to 2%, you doubled that business's revenue. They'll gladly pay you $2,000, $3,000, or even $5,000 for that kind of impact. Position yourself as someone who helps businesses to turn traffic into profit. Now that's a much stronger value proposition than simply saying I'm a writer. To get started, build a portfolio through Upwork, cold outreach, or offer to rewrite poor performing pages for free in exchange of testimonials. Once you have 3 to 5 strong case studies, you can start charging premium rates. If you land 3 to 4 clients per month at $2,500 to $3,500 per project, you're well past 10K. And unlike agency work, this is project-based, so you're not locked into ongoing retainers unless you want to be. Number 6, short-form content creation for businesses. Every brand needs to be on TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and Instagram Reels right now. But most don't know how to create engaging content and they don't have the time or skills to do it themselves. That's your opportunity. You offer to produce 10 to 20 videos per month for brands or creators. They provide the product or the concept and you handle everything else, all the way from ideation, filming, editing, and posting strategy. You can charge $1,000 to $3,000 per month per client for this service. Land 3 to 5 clients and you're comfortably at 10K or more. The best part is that you don't need to be the face of the content. You can stay behind the camera and build a scalable agency model. You can hire editors and videographers, even micro-influencers as you grow and you become the project manager. The more attention you can generate for clients, more views, more engagement, more sales, the more valuable your service becomes. And as short-form content continues to dominate in 2025, this skill is only getting more in demand. Number 7, build and flip digital assets. Here's a model most people sleep on: buying underperforming digital assets, improving them, and flipping them for a profit. I'm talking about websites, social media accounts, YouTube channels, even newsletters. There's a massive marketplace for these assets on platforms like Flippa, Empire Flippers, and Motion Invest. Here's how it works. You find a website making $500 a month in revenue, for example. It's selling for 24 times monthly profit, so around $12,000. You buy it, improve the content, optimize the SEO, maybe add some affiliate partnerships, and grow the revenue to $1,500 per month. Now, you can sell it for $30,000 to $45,000. You just made $24,000 to $33,000 in profit in 3 to 6 months. The key is having skills in SEO, content strategy, and monetization. You're essentially becoming a digital real estate investor. And unlike physical real estate, you can manage these assets from anywhere in the world with just a laptop. This model requires some upfront capital and expertise, but the returns can be massive. And once you get good at it, you can run multiple flips simultaneously and consistently hit 10K or more per month in profit. Look, none of these things are get-rich-quick schemes. Every single one of these models we just talked about requires work, consistency, and a willingness to learn and adapt. But here's what I need you to understand. Making $10,000 a month online is not some impossible goal reserved to an elite. It's not reserved for geniuses or people with special connections. It's actually a very achievable milestone when you focus on high-value activities, leverage your time effectively, and commit to executing daily with no excuses. You have to understand that at every single second of your life, your future self is watching the choices you're making. You can spend the next year consuming content and waiting until you feel ready, or you can pick one of these models, commit to it for 90 days, and see what happens. Pick the model that resonates most with your skills and interests. Go all in, test, learn, adjust, and keep moving forward. If you want me to personally help you to start a profitable online business, check out the link in the description below. And with that said, I'll see you on the other side.